I quit my full-time engineer job 4 years ago and jumped into freelancing in the photography and filmmaking space directly. For some years, there's been a popular belief that you should quit your job and take the leap of faith to your passion. In today's video, I will share my biggest pros and cons of this decision, concluding whether I regret quitting my old job for this lifestyle. For those new in the channel, my name is Gorka and I am a photo video freelancer based in San Sebastian, Spain. And in this channel, I share what I learned in this space in the past 4 years. So if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos are posted. Let's get to the point. To give you a bit of context, I was working as an engineer abroad when I started really getting hooked on photography and filmmaking. Once I had the technical knowledge and parts of the cameras pinned down, I started taking photos as a therapeutic way to deal with the loss of a close person in my family. And that actually really changed the way I looked to life and pushed me to think about what I wanted my life to look like. Fast forward sometime during COVID, after a personal situation, I saw myself coming back to Spain and having the opportunity to give this new passion a chance. It has been already 4 years almost, and here we are. So let's start with the pros and let's get to the cons later. Firstly, though, I would like to start by saying that these are my experiences and mine alone. There are many other freelancers in a similar situation that have had very different experiences. If you're one of them, comment below and let's start a conversation. The first pro of this lifestyle has to be the freedom and responsibility of managing my own time. Of course, there are many things to be done, and the smaller the team, the more things you have to take care of. However, coming from a 9 to 5 perspective, I found that I organize my tasks at my own pace and structure my days tailored to my needs. I'm going to be honest though, it definitely took some getting used to, but now I feel much more in control. This actually allows me to, on one side, push my limits and know what I can do in a certain time frame, as well as allowing myself to rest when I feel like I need it. After adjusting my whole schedule, I don't know if I can go back to what I was doing before. Now I can really dig into my rhythm and focus on finding the balance to enjoy life to the fullest. The second pro is deciding what projects you want to be part of. As a photographer, videographer, filmmaker, whatever you want to call us, or any other creative for that matter, more often than not, you get to be your own producer and therefore picking and choosing the projects that are more interesting to you. That will definitely help you improve in the areas you want as well as the ones you have to in order to keep your business alive. It can be fun and very stimulating to have a diverse portfolio under your belt because it means that you are able to adapt and solve problems in many different ways. Take advantage of that and gather as much experience as you can because that will definitely make you a valuable partner. That is only part of the story though. We will talk about the other part in another video, but in a nutshell, nowadays creative market doesn't do too well with diverse. Jack of all trades, master of none is a saying that describes pretty accurately what I want to say here. And lastly, related to the second pro, is the constant learning you get when working in such diverse projects. Each of them will teach you something different, and in the end, you will end up with a huge handbook of things you want, and more essentially, the ones you don't want. From dealing with different personalities and clients to technical or business related challenges, I am sure you will have to step your game up to be able to survive this lifestyle. The consequence of that is usually a more confident, experienced, and focused person that knows a lot more about themselves and the industry they work in. Now, every coin has two sides, and freelancing also has its downsides. The first and clearest one for me, anyway, is the responsibility you bear. Freedom comes with the weight of being responsible not only for you and your family if you have one, but also the other key things like subcontractors, the quality of the project, and so on. This can be very daunting on your health and the ones in your life. And given the time and energy one usually puts into something like this, it makes total sense to be aware about stress levels, pressure, and other related consequences and try to do something about them. There are many tools to take care of yourself and stay healthy. Working out, meditating, reading, spending time with friends and family, do that. Both you and your beloved ones will appreciate it in the long run. The second biggest con, in my experience, would be how lonely it can get sometimes. Due to the nature of my projects, I need to spend longish periods of time editing at my desk, and that leads to me being too much time alone. And if I don't do anything about it, I find that my mental health deteriorates. I kinda get depressed over time. My healthy balance definitely needs some getting outside and resting time. We are all different, and I am sure that much time in front of the computer affects us differently. I just hope you put the necessary means in place not to get set back by it. And lastly, the third biggest con of quitting my job as an engineer and becoming my own boss is the amount of time and energy a business needs as a whole. To be honest, I was not expecting the amount of mental energy that solo business needs. To be fair though, I might not be as efficient and effective as I think I am, that I may be spending much more time and energy than I should. I do not have all the answers, that's for sure. So, after these 4 years and the pros and cons I mentioned, plus some more of course, do I regret quitting my full time engineer job? No, I do not regret it for a second. However, if I was ever to do something similar, I would definitely change the way to do it. On one hand, I would save at least 6 months to a year worth of living costs before taking the leap. Having an emergency fund is something I didn't take seriously last time, and I paid the price for it. Nobody knows what is it you will find on the other side of the leap, so be prepared for it, please. On the other hand, I would definitely research as much as I could about the new market I am getting into, niche, profession, whatever, and I would test the waters before going all in, which is again something I didn't do seriously last time. Just be reasonable, think about what common sense says, and you will be completely fine. That's gonna be it for me today. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like the video. It really helps me take the time and resources to create more videos like this one. Also, if you are considering going all in, here's a video where I talk about 3 things you need to know before you make the jump. For those who stuck until now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.